everybody, and holy smokes, do we have a show tonight. Apparently, there's a doings transpiring. There is stuff going down. It is getting crazy out here. We have the most high-profile firing that has come from this whole situation so far, and I don't know about y'all, but I get bricked up for these firings. These firings make a JD real happy. I'm over here all come drunk on puppy piss about this. So, you might have been able to tell if you saw the thumbnail, but Jimmy Kimmel, the least funny dude out there, the dude who has not given us any comedic value, who has not brought a damn thing to the table in so long. Like, when is the last time that Jimmy Kimmel was funny? Can somebody in the chat tell me when was the last time that Jimmy Kimmel said anything that was worth laughing at? I reverse laugh when Jimmy Kimmel is on the screen. I'm like, It's like that feeling when you take a shit and it's too big for your butthole. He's never been funny. Wasn't he? Didn't he start out on Loveline? Wasn't he like just like the pudgy dude on Loveline? Like Dr. Drew's like lame assistant that like really brought nothing to the table? Wasn't it him? Or did he do something with Adam Carolla? Please help remind me, because I don't remember. He was in something he was never damn good. He was never good. Who is Jimmy Kimmel? That's a poignant question right there. The chat should be slowed, my G. I think there's just a lot of people up in here. The chat should be slow. That's just how many people are kicking it right now. Oh, we got a lot of people up in here. So you guys, yes, Jimmy Kimmel has been fired. He did the show with Carolla. Okay, thank you. Roxy, appreciate you. Big love. So, yeah, I don't think this dude is ever the Man Show. That's what it was, the Man Show. He was the unfunny dude on the Man Show. Adam Carolla was the funny dude on the Man Show, and Jimmy Kimmel was his cuck who sat over in the corner just gooning because they were men's. They were men's, and he was gooning to the men's. Okay, so anywho, fucking zesty, dog. What the fuck? Anyway. We're going to get into this. We're actually going to watch Benny Johnson's video on this, because Benny Johnson went hard on this whole thing. Benny Johnson might be the reason that this thing blew up the way it did. So we're going to watch a little bit of his video on this whole situation. And Dr. Dre Light is in the house and said, Jimmy never downed his beer. And if you were on a show called The Man Show and you're not drinking your beer, why are you even there? I don't drink beer anymore. I felt like half a poser saying that, but it's okay because I drank a hell of a lot of beer. I just don't got breaks. Yo, we got Montgomery Cross said, bye-bye, Jimmy. Hell yeah. Dilly, the guy, said, JD, I've followed you for a while now. I love your energy, and I think you are an amazing human with great morals and a whole lot of grit. Love you, homie. Homie, I love you too. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Nathan Gold said, trick question. He was never funny. Good shit. Love your channel, man. Welcome, Nathan. I appreciate you. And it was a bit of a trick question. Sorry to do that to y'all. Digital James said, Jimmy Kimmel getting fired breaks my heart. Yo, this is the best firing yet. I didn't know who any of these other people were. I know who this ass clown is, and this shit makes me happier than a punk in a pecker patch. Just like a rooster in the morning, like, Andy cockle-doo. I'm laughing my ass off. I'm having fun. Montgomery Crass, bye. Hell yeah, homie. Munchie said, it's about time. Cancel The View next. Homeboy, if they take The View down, they need to go in there and just flop that shit on the table. You're fired. You're fired. We don't like y'all anymore. Psylocke said, Antifa designed a terror organization a bit ago by Trump, or designated. Antifa was designated a terror organization by Trump? Are you kidding me? You better not be playing with my emotions right now, dog. You better not be playing with my emotions. I hope to hell that's true. Fuck Antifa, man. How are you going to destroy your own neighborhood because you're mad about something that happened on the other side of the continent? You know what I'm saying? George Floyd's situation happened, so they burned Portland. How does that even make sense, dog? You tearing up mom and pop shops, terror organization. all day, every day. And it's funny because they call themselves Antifa, which is supposed to stand for like anti-fascist. And they conduct themselves like the biggest fascists out there. It's crazy as shit. Jacob said, hell yeah, baby. Super glad you're on about this already. Let's get some fucking people fired. Also, I love you, JD. Can't wait to see you on Unsub again. That's where I first discovered you. So just in case you haven't seen it, Jacob, I am on the latest episode. And then they've got multiple more episodes that are coming out. And I just hung out and talked on FaceTime with my good friend Eli Double Tap today. Who knows? There might be some more stuff in the works. You never know what's going to happen. Jimmy Kimmel got fired. Jimmy Kimmel got fired. Jimmy Kimmel got fired. Sorry, I'm really excited about this. So we're going to take a break on the Supers for a second. I want to bring this to the table. I want to bring y'all up to speed. This shit starts out good as shit. I'm real happy about this. Let's fucking go, baby.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. This is the single proudest moment of my life. You and me, this movement together, this channel just got Jimmy Kimmel ripped off air. That's right. This is happening. This is...
So, Benny Johnson is saying he's taking responsibility, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like after a terrorist attack and some Durka motherfucker comes on and he's like, we did it. Durka Muhammad Jihad, it was us. We did it. So Benny is full on saying like, yo, this was us. He's putting his dick on the table about it, baby.
Really, the Wall Street Journal. This is really an article. Disney has canceled Jimmy Kimmel's.
Yes. This is the first good thing Disney has done in so long. Holy shit. Because Disney do be owning a whole bunch of the shits. So apparently they're the ones that did this. And I want to bring this up real quick. Kane just said they're airing a tribute to Charlie Kirk this Friday instead of Jimmy Kimmel on ABC in the same time slot. Show them you care with ratings. Hold on. Woo, 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 woo. Let's fucking go!
Show ripped him off air, pulled the Jimmy Kimmel Tonight show, is done. Never to return. Entertainment giant move follows FCC Brendan Carr's criticism of late night host. Where did that criticism come from? Our program, ladies and gentlemen, right here today. We freaking did it! I just can't believe it!
Damn, Benny Johnson may have been the one responsible for getting Jimmy Kimmel nuked. A YouTuber got a dude on a major network absolutely skadooshed, bro. Skadooshed. Toilet flip-flopped, put that turd down the drain, skadooshed. That is fucking beautiful. My God. Hallelujah.
Oh, this is for you, Charlie. What happened? Jimmy Kimmel despicably attacked Charlie Kirk, saying that Charlie Kirk was killed by a member of the MAGA movement.
Which was absolutely false. Just like Stephen King is getting all this backlash for saying that Charlie Kirk said that anyone who's gay should be stoned. I hope Erica sues his ass. I hope Erica sues him out of existence. Like, I've known that dude was fucking weird. I read his books. I read The Stand. I read a bunch of his other books. I never read It. And then I found out there was some weird gangbang in It with kids. And it made sense when I found that out as to why he was on the damn Epstein Island. But this Epstein Island party goer, this fucking Diddy affiliate, said that Charlie Kirk said that all gay people need to be stoned. And that was 1,000% not true. And I hope she takes him for everything his dumb, lame, larfy, out of shape ass is worth. Get him, bro. Get him. We are done with this bullshit. That's fucking too much.
Since Charlie Kirk is the leading figurehead of the MAGA movement, this is Jimmy Kimmel saying that Charlie Kirk deserved his death and had a role in his own death. He's blaming Charlie Kirk for his own death. That's what happened in this.
The MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism.
Oh, yeah, it's a criticism to fly the flags at half-staff. Charlie Kirk doesn't deserve it. Charlie Kirk was killed by one of his own people.
Charlie Kirk was killed by somebody who still had the taste of his own girlfriend's dick in his mouth. Twigs. His girlfriend Twig's dick's taste in his mouth. That doesn't sound super MAGA to me, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to be a belligerent asshole about this because the left is being belligerent assholes about this. I want to put you guys up on game on something. I have a friend of over 20 years, man. I was in a band with this dude. We rode out together. I helped him through serious bad times. This dude, me and him were super tight. He messaged me today. Kirk was a hateful bigot, and apparently you have become one too. We ain't family no more. And I don't want to hear from you again. You are spreading lies and hate. Go back to just hating pedophiles. Your new hate has no place in any civil circle. And then he blocked me because, of course, he can't say something to me and then give me the chance to rebut, to explain, to have any sort of civil discourse. Holy shit, Dory Davis. Dory Davis. Dory, I love you. Dory, that was, oh my God. Thank you so much. I cannot tell you how much that means to me. Dory, thank you so much. God, that support goes way farther than you would know. I appreciate you. So like I was saying, he wouldn't give me a chance to, there's no open discourse. These are people that literally, if you disagree with them, they want you to disown your family. They tell you if they don't vote the same as you, you have to disown your family. They want to break up families. And then they want to take your kid and mutilate their fucking genitals. How does that make any sense, dog? I don't have any problem with trans adults doing what they want to do, living their lives, having a good time being them, love who you want to love. As long as it's consenting adults, I don't give a shit. They aim at children, dog. They're aiming this shit at little kids. And that's crazy as fuck to me, man. Again, Dory Davis, I love you so much. Thank you, sis.
What Jimmy Kimmel said. Now, of course, that's a demonstrable evil lie. Obviously, the opposite is true. And we started the day off by creating that clip. Now, that got seen by millions of people, 10,000 reposts, 38,000 likes. And we banged that out. And then we booked our friend, Brendan Carr, who is the commissioner of the FCC, the chairman of the FCC. And Brendan Carr said, you're not allowed to go on taxpayer-funded news networks and to say that Charlie Kirk deserved his assassination, which is effectively what Jimmy Kimmel said.
Bro, Benny Johnson is friends with the FCC chairman. He knows Brendan Carr, and he really might be the one who got Jimmy canceled. He really might be the one who got Jimmy totally effed off, bro. That shit is lit. Hell yeah.
Chairman Brendan Carr says it is truly sick.
Hold on. Dory. We love you.
What Jimmy Kimmel says. The chairman confirmed that the agency had a strong case to hold Kimmel, ABC, and Disney accountable for spreading dangerous, political motivated misinformation.
Yes.
This is very serious for Disney right now, who owns ABC, of course. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. These companies can find ways to take action on Kimmel, or there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead.
Yep. Handle business. Police your own or get policed is what they're saying. Direct D, great to see you in the chat, homie. Big respect. I appreciate you using some of my video. I appreciate you directing people here, man. Big love and respect to you, homeboy. Long Road Farms. Yo, family. I love you and I appreciate you. Dude, that means a lot. Thank you so much, Long Road Farms. You are absolutely amazing for that. You guys, the support that you are giving me helps us keep doing this more than you could possibly know. And I love you guys. And I am so stoked that I get to have the time to be available to do this stuff. And you guys' support is the reason I'm able to do that, man. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you. My family appreciates you. You guys are incredible. Thank you, Lone Road Farms. Thank you, Dory. Thank you to everybody who's, even if you're not commenting, even if you just watch, even if you're a spectator, you guys being here is the reason that I get to continue come on here and do this. And I love this. I love this community. I love being able to hang out with y'all.
Then he talks about how the government grants broadcast licenses at the great expense of the taxpayer. He called for Jimmy Kimmel to be fired or suspended. The FCC could make a strong argument that this sort of intentional effort to mislead American people is a very core fundamental fact, is a very important matter.
Kenny said, I want your shirt, brother. This shirt right here is available at bunkerbranding.com. It is one of my Make Pedophiles Afraid Again shirts. We also have the hats. Make Pedophiles Afraid Again. We've got the camo and hunter orange, and we've got the classic red and white ensemble. I like the way it makes people uncomfortable when you're in public, and you can tell you're making people uncomfortable, and it makes you go, did I just make that person, that pedophile, uncomfortable? I love to see the looks on their face. Where can you buy an Alligator Alcatraz shirt? Out in Florida. Pretty much anywhere out in Florida. I'm going to pin, thank you, Dr. Dre. There's a link if you want to grab that. I don't sell Alligator Alcatraz shirts. I have a Florida Around and Find Out shirt, though.
Then he goes into talking about how Disney needs a major cultural change. Strong leadership from Brendan Carr.
We've all been saying that Disney needs a change. Even people that aren't political, even people that just like Star Wars or Marvel have been going, why are you butt fucking my childhood? Why are you finger blasting my childhood, Disney? Why is Disney getting away with this? They're taking things that meant shit to us and they're making it suck. Why are you doing that? Like, this has been coming for so long, and South Park flamed them so well. But now it looks like somebody finally told them, sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up. You're about to get in a lot of trouble. And they forced their hand. And they were like, yeah, fire Jimmy Kimmel.
Brendan Carr right here. Now, we broadcast that today on our live stream. And then what happened? Well, hours afterwards, Next Star, which is a massive broadcast affiliate.
Long Road Farms just said 2 arrested in Arkansas for vandalism on Charlie's memorial. Now, I just want to say this, man. If somebody dies and there's a memorial and you go and fuck up their memorial, you're a piece of shit. They did this to the little Ukrainian girl's memorial too. You guys know the little Ukrainian girl, she was on the train and the dude behind her just woke up, took out a knife, and just murked her mercilessly. You guys remember her? Somebody did a beautiful painted memorial to her, and some asshole came and spray painted all over it, saying, "Stop the oppressor," and spray painted over her face. That's fucking crazy, dog. The mental illness in this country has to be dealt with. We need to build asylums. We need to put people into the asylums. And we have great ideas on where to fucking start. We really need to put people away where they cannot do this type of damage. This is disgusting. This is just crazy to me. So, real quick, I want to get into this. The greatest noob said, Jimmy is a sad, strange little man with no original ideas. I don't wish him ill, but I do wish him not to talk. And like, look, man, everybody should have freedom of speech. But when you are on a government-funded network that like taxpayer dollars go to pay for your FCC licenses, you have to be a monicum of a decent fucking human being and not spread misinformation, not spread hate. I don't understand how we've gotten this far. This should have been dealt with a long time ago, but it feels like that bullet the other day crossed a threshold where we're no longer willing to put up with this fucking bullshit. Mr. P said, now all we need is Jimmy Fallon next. Down with the liberal mouthpieces. Jimmy Fallon's a stone cold fucking weirdo too, bro. You can't convince me otherwise. Kill BC World. What's up from the Willamette Valley? Hell yeah, bro. Jeff said, you see Trump's latest news? Trump announces sick, dangerous Antifa will be designated as a major terrorist organization. And I am currently working right now. I'm going to tell you this right now. This is breaking news from the JD. I haven't even gotten to talk about this, but I've been coordinating all day with my people. There is an Antifa dude who is on TikTok. There's going to be a Christian rock concert where they're going to be just gathering, doing music and praying in Seattle. And Antifa has attacked this group multiple times in the parks when they've gone out in the parks in Seattle and gotten violent with them. And this dude was on TikTok. This Antifa dude was on TikTok trying to gather more people to go and assault Christians at a Christian rock show while they were praying. And we have his address. We have his full name. We have all of his information, even though he did everything under a fake name. And that's going to go to the FBI. So to hear now that Trump just announced Antifa as a major terrorist organization, that means the FBI is going to be taking this a lot more serious, baby. Let's keep them people at that concert safe. Let people congregate on their faith if that's what they want to do. This country was built on that shit, man. So fuck some Antifa, bro. Mr. Schmeagles, Jimmy, why does it cry little Jimmy? Wood chipper, hell yeah. Marcus said, JD, you bricking me up, wood chipper. Bro, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm in a great mood tonight, man. Thank you for being here. Thomas Horner, Trump announced it about 45 minutes ago. Antifa is designated a terrorist organization. Man, there's a lot of people out there that got Antifa tattoos. They've been talking Antifa online. Y'all motherfuckers, you're coming. It's coming for you. Y'all fucked up. Y'all need to leave people the fuck alone. And this is not going to be good for y'all. Kane said they're airing a tribute. Yes, we read that. So let's just reestablish this. This is worth reading twice because everybody needs to know. They're airing a tribute to Charlie Kirk this Friday instead of Jimmy Kimmel on ABC in the same time slot. Show them you care with ratings. That's what the fuck we do, you guys. That's what we do. I don't ever watch TV. I watch my shit on my streaming channels. I will be watching that. That's my Friday night right there. I'm going to be there. Hell yeah. Super Bear Jew, what is up, brother? JD, not going to lie, I'm conflicted. I hate cancel culture a few years ago, but I also feel like these are soulless with what they're saying about Charlie. Do you see where I'm coming from, bro? I hate cancel culture, bro. But sometimes you got to be fighting fire with fire. They're not out there assaulting people like the left is. They're not out there killing people like the left is. But sometimes you fight fire with fire. And what makes me feel better about it is you could call it accountability culture, because you have the right to freedom of speech, but you do not have the right to freedom from consequences of your horrendous speech. There are social consequences. Freedom of speech covers legal consequences, not whether or not people just don't want to fuck with you or have you represent their companies anymore. You feel me? Love you, Super Bear Jew. Steve Hewins, I'm going to fuck up your last name, Steve. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it. New follower. Welcome to the family. We love you. One question. I know you did time. Did you learn any cooking hacks while you were doing your time that you still make today? And keep up the great work. Look, man, I'm going to tell you right now, everything that we had in there that we could cook was garbage. It was Dollar Tree shit and Top Ramen. I don't eat any of that shit anymore, bro. But I did learn how to cook really proficiently with tap water because we didn't have anything to heat water up. We didn't have access to hot water or cold water. We had room temperature water with little bits of rust in it because them pipes was all fucked up. And I am blessed and I'm grateful every single day to God and to everybody who helped me along the way in my recovery that I never have to eat like that again, homie. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Vincent Pastor, love your work, JD. Much love from Montreal. What's up? Eric Mink. JD, I discovered you on Unsubscribe. I immediately started following you. Thank you and welcome. We come from a complete opposite backgrounds, but you are my kind of people. Love you, man. Keep fighting the good fight. And you know what? When people tell me we came from opposite backgrounds, but we on the same page now, that means a lot to me because the page that I used to be on was fucking ridiculous, bro. I was retarded. I was wrong. I was a criminal. I was hurting my community. I was hurting my family. I was hurting myself. And, you know, I used to think that the police arrested me. Now I think the police rescued me. I think the Secret Service and the police rescued me from myself and from the terrible life that I was living. Hold on, I want to get to this immediately. Wi-Fi addict. 2 girls, sisters in Arkansas who destroyed the Charlie Kirk Memorial got fired from their jobs and evicted from their apartment. Keep up the good work, JD. Yeah! Hell yeah! Thank you so much, Wi-Fi addicts, for the support and for educating me on that so I could bring it out to the entire community. Huge love and respect, family. And Dude Doritos, I love it. Hey, howdy, hey, libertarian here. Love ya. I love watching your content, man. Jimmy Kimmel is next on the kick list. Absolutely. And Backwoods Templar, what is up? Antifa is made up of kids whose parents would buy them a toy in a store to get them to stop kicking and screaming instead of spanking their butts. Get over here. Yeah, no, you're not wrong, bro. That's the perfect summation. And Jonathan H., how much you want to bet little Jimmy cried again because of this? Suck it, libs. Well, here's the thing. He has come out saying that he's furious. Jimmy Kimmel is furious. He's shaking mad. Oh, Jimmy Kimmel is barely upset about this. Yeah, no, he's already made a statement saying he's pissed. And again, Dory, I wanted to get you up on screen. I love you so much. Thank you so much for that support. Wyatt Anderson, I'm not going to throw this on screen because it'll get me all the way down there. I'll lose my place, but I want to immediately address this, bro. Wyatt Anderson said, hey, JD, been a long time watcher of yours, but didn't realize you lost a child. As a man who's also had to bury a child, I share your pain, but I'm also grateful you're able to get up every day and do what you do. Keep it up, brother, and God bless. I'm sorry that you are a part of this club as well. We're in this together because no one else understands the hole that it leaves inside of you. Wyatt, I love you, and thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for the support, brother. Huge love and respect to you, my man. All right, let's hear a little bit more of what we got going on here.
Out of ABC News said they are going to be ripping Jimmy, which is their right, ripping Jimmy Kimmel's programming from 32 of their stations. That accounts for 15 million American households.
Woo! Bro, just throw the whole dude in the trash, dog.
That means that Jimmy Kimmel's show was about to collapse in ad revenue. If you take Jimmy Kimmel, who only gets 2 million viewers a night, if you take Jimmy Kimmel out of 15 million households, well, you're going to cut his viewership in half? Who knows? And then how many more people will follow? So
wait, so Jimmy Kimmel gets 2 million viewers a night. Our community gets an average. Sometimes it's over, sometimes it's a little bit under. We get an average of 100 million views every 28 days. So we be over here getting more views than Jimmy Kimmel's bitch ass anyway. Fire us up, bro. Hell yes.
Massive shout out here to Nextstar, who said they're going to preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live. They're going to take the show off the air because he made a comment about the Charlie Kirk killing and said Mr. Kimmel's comments about the death of Charlie Kirk offensive and insensitive at the critical time of our national political discourse.
Yes. Agree.
We want to respect the spectrum of opinions, but you can't use your broadcast platform in order to tell lies and to dance on the grave of Charlie. And that's exactly what Jimmy Kimmel did. And now this news, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Kimmel has been officially ripped off the air. I would say this again. Jimmy Kimmel indefinitely has been suspended and ripped off air after Charlie Kirk comments.
Man, you know what? Honestly, though, when you think about it, this really sucks. This really sucks for Jimmy. You know, it sucks to suck. It sucks to suck. How's your throat, Jimmy? Ah! What a baby back bitch. And he's already on the fucking TV crying about it. I ain't gonna ask my man. I don't got my show. They took my job. You're not gonna get it back, dog. Nobody wants you on the air anymore. Nobody's gonna watch you anymore. 2 million viewers a night is fucking lame, dog. I thought he would get way more than that with how long he's been on and how much money they sink into that shit. Only 2 million viewers a night. Aha! We do more views every day in this community than Jimmy does. And Jimmy Kimmel, I was smoking meth. I wasn't even smoking meth yet when Jimmy started this. He's been doing this for way longer. And he's only getting two. Get him the fuck out of here. Goodbye, peasant. Goodbye, peon. Dylan Baskin said, I'm new here, but I feel this is an appropriate time for this quote. The dildo of consequence rarely comes lubed. Hell yeah, Dylan. Love you, bro. Darian, what's up? Damn, JD, I read a lot of Stephen King when I was in TDC, but now that I know he's a chomo, wood chipper that old bastard. Exactly. Felt. Michael, you know who. This world is so sick. It's Michael, 23-year-old from Morgan County, Kentucky. Hell yeah, Kentucky. Again, sending love to you, JD. Love you, brother. Appreciate you being here, man. John Holdy Nux said, Lestony's a hero. Nux is 10,000% fugged. Bro, did you guys hear that Destiny literally put out misinformation today saying that Destiny, the streamer, you know, the dude who admitted to having CP on his computer, child pornography, Destiny, the dude who has multiple allegations from multiple minors that he had been grooming them for purposes of a sexual nature, that Destiny released a post today saying that he got banned from Twitch because of Elon Musk and all of these right-wing hateful people. And it was a lie. He got banned from Twitch in 2022. Dumbass bitch. That's why you on Kick. Why are you out here lying? Why are you out here? We're not 14. You ain't got to lie to us, you fucking hoe. Crazy work. Long Road Farms, love you, bro. God bless. Dr. Dies a lot. You think all of this is going to start a Civil War 2.0? I pray not, bro. I pray not. That's not good for any of us. We don't need a civil war in this country. There's a lot going on, but what we don't need is more people dying in this country. World of Wrestling. Liberals are dumb. They could have just never debated him, which would have lowered his popularity. No, instead they kill him. What cowards. And on top of that, they made him a martyr. Now there's a million Charlie Kirks. Glenn Quagmire, what's up? Love you, brother JD. Love you too, my friend. We got Chance Bowen. When I think what they did to Kirk is messed up, do you think that Jimmy getting fired is censorship? Why or why not? I do not believe that it's censorship. He has the right to say whatever he wants, but not on an FCC regulated and taxpayer funded network. There's a difference. You can go ahead and say whatever you want, but if you do it at your job or in a public forum and you are no longer employed because they don't want you to represent them anymore because of the societal and social backlash, that's not censorship. That's accountability. Dizzy 585 Rock wouldn't put it past Kimmel to belong in that wood chipper either. You know, there was a long time where a lot of people were saying he was on that Epsteinian list, but you know, we don't know. Long Road Farms had told us 2 arrested in Arkansas for vandalism of Charlie's memorial, and now we know they lost their jobs and their apartments. Ha ha! Jacob Bartlett, I've noticed this from history and current events. Abraham Lincoln, JFK, now Charlie Kirk was silenced by the left. Please correct me if I'm wrong. You are absolutely not wrong, my brother. Absolutely not wrong. And I love you. Amber said they want to get upset they lose their jobs over what they say, but think someone should lose their life over their speech. Hypocrisy. Rest in peace, Charlie. Rest in peace, Charlie. You're 1000% right. I want to grab this one real quick because when I see pink ones come up, I'm going to read them right away. Long Road Farms. I love your message and the work you do. I have not been through the struggles of addiction, but a close friend has. Praise God, he's been clean for a few years now. Some of that was in jail. And he said your videos have he said that my videos have helped him. Do you know how much that means to me? As a person in recovery, to know that something that I said had a positive effect on someone else in recovery. Long Road Farms. Thank you so much for telling me that. That feeds me to keep doing what I'm doing. Spiritually, that shows me that I'm on the right path and that God is doing something with the content that I put out. It's reaching the right people. And that means the whole entire world to me, dude. Thank you so much. You know, I spent a good majority of my day helping a dude who was friends with Alan, my kid that died. And he's in jail right now. And I've been trying to find him a program to go into because he's going to be getting released if I help him. And I told him the only way I'll help you is if you go into a program. And he said, JD, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I want help. I want to change my life. And so I think I found him a program that he's going to be able to get into. And we're going to get him out of jail and get him the help that he needs. Praise God, man. Napalm Sticks. Love your spirit, JD. Your content is uplifting, and you call out the bull when you see it. Happy to be here live. It's rough for me right now, a little stressful. Could use some love. Whoo up, guys. 07. Hey, I love you, Napalm Sticks. Big love and respect to you, homie. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for sharing some time with us, and you're always welcome here, man. Your family. Let's hear a little bit more from Benny Johnson.
Get a load of this. Disney's ABC said it would take Jimmy Kimmel's popular late night show off of the schedule indefinitely after one of the biggest owners of TV stations in the U.S., Nexstar Media, said it would preempt airing of the program following the remarks that made about the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
You want to know what my favorite part of that sentence was? You want to know what my favorite word out of that sentence was? Indefinitely. Indefinitely. Hell yeah, brother. Indefinitely is beautiful. That's a nice poem, Benny. Who wrote that?
Nexstar said Wednesday that its owned and partnered television stations affiliated with ABC television network will preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live for the foreseeable future, beginning with tonight's show. The company said that it strongly objects to the recent comments about Kimmel concerning the killing of Charlie Kirk and the affiliate programs. In his monologue, Kimmel said that the MAGA gang was trying to score political points off Kirk's murder. Kirk was killed, of course, by a transgender political activist on the left. We hit some new lows over the weekend. The MAGA gang is trying to characterize the kid who killed Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, Kimmel said.
So inaccurate, so untrue, so clearly divisive. Dude is just out here spitting a narrative that is 100% absolutely proven to be wrong. This was not some MAGA dude who just didn't think that Charlie Kirk was far right enough. This was a dude who had been indoctrinated, who had been, swayed into this liberal mindset to the point where he was raised in a good Christian conservative home. And then he ended up with like a trans furry or some shit named Twigs. But Jimmy Kimmel goes on TV in front of the world and says he's MAGA. Okay.
That is a lie. I really hope that Variety decides to print the full truth. Jimmy Kimmel pulled holy S.
Yeah.
Disney's, and this is from the Wall Street Journal. Disney is pulling Jimmy Kimmel indefinitely after late night host's recent remarks about Charlie Kirk. More to come as ABC groups told the network, as ABC affiliate groups. Remember, ABC is the broadcast. ABC is the production house, and then they feed those production into their broadcast partners who can take the production or not. And they've decided to not take the production. And more affiliate groups told the network that they would be dropping the host. This is incredible. Nobody's ever seen anything like this. 15 million households, 12% of all U.S. homes. Devastating number for a show like this. Jimmy Kimmel is over. Trump predicted it. I hear Jimmy Kimmel is next. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, Trump did predict that. I remember him saying that, and I remember going, there's no way that dude's going to say anything crazy enough to get him all fucked off. And here we are. What was it, like a month? Holy shit. Yo, Jaredson Trucker, Shadow brother, I have been a subscriber for 2 years, brother. I love how you talk with True, brother. Thank you so much, bro. 2 years is a long time to be riding out. I love you and I appreciate you. Commentary connoisseur. I'm Native American and German, and even I'm saying we need to calm down. I feel bad even thinking about what would happen if we had to grab those lefties by the collar. Love y'all. It would be, man, it would be bad. There would be a lot of blood in the streets, man. Atma Weapons from Fairbanks, Alaska. Hell yes. Love you. Thank you, fam. Cancel Destiny. They set the rules we're playing by now. Isn't it just kind of ironic that they were all about the cancel culture until they met accountability culture? Glenn Quagmire said, Jimmy needs the wood chipper. Hoo, 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 hoo. Bobby said, I'm slowly losing faith in humanity. Things are changing, man. I think the world is changing. I think that things are starting to head back in the other direction, brother. ATK Legends, what is up, family? Thought it's kind of true. Someone at my work said Charlie Kirk is the white MLK. And I would say that that's wildly accurate. Long Road Farm said, wood chipper, wood chipper, wood chipper, wood chipper. Love you, family. Jeff said, taking out Charlie won't divide us like they want. It'll unify us like Patroclus? I don't know who that is. During the Battle of Troy. Not super educated about that. So if I said Patroclus wrong, I apologize. Here's the thing that I've seen. Here's what I've seen here. I have not seen the right get divided. And I get a pretty clear view because I'm not right and I'm not left. I'm somewhere in my own orbit. You know what I'm saying? But I lean right on most things. And now I'm seeing all my friends, except the super far left, too far gone people, all of my moderate left people have seen how people are disrespecting Charlie Kirk after he was died. And they're like, I'm done. And they're leaning more right. And the right, if the right could lean a little more moderate than extreme, and the left could lean more towards right, we could get down the aisle in a fairly good place, man. And that's my hope. Commentary connoisseur, I think it's really beautiful how this is bringing all the normal people that matter together. Rest in peace, Charlie. That's so beautiful, and it goes with what I was just talking about. Holly, my sister, what is up? The assassination of Charlie really messed me up in the head, and I'm trying not to spiral out of control. Prayers to Kirk and family and to America. I completely understand. And I love you, sis. Ironcaster, how many dudes in prison with Antifa tattoos are about to get STG? Yeah, buddy. And Wi-Fi Addict, we've already read this, but I want to throw it up on screen out of respect. I read the pink ones as soon as they pop up because those are big donations, and that's crazy, and I want to respect that. Green Owl, Charlie Kirk, Irina, the lynching victims, Palestine. This year's been mad rough. Be careful out there, everyone, especially you, JD. Win sunglasses, by the way. Well, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. So I want to point something out since Green Owl brought this up. I've seen so many people jump the gun with the people that they found hung out in Alabama, or was it Arkansas? I forget which state it was. I think maybe it was Alabama, right? So I want to talk about this real quick because a lot of people are spreading misinformation and saying that it was 2 black men. So it was 1 black man. Rest in peace. The authorities are saying that there's no signs of foul play. The family doesn't believe it. So they're asking for an autopsy, and I'm going to reserve any judgment. I hope to God, it's horrific either way, but I hope to God that somebody didn't do that to that young man. But the other one was a white man who was homeless and lived in the woods. So if you see people on the internet saying it was 2 black men, just know that's a narrative they're trying to push that is absolutely ignorant, and they didn't even take 3 seconds to look it up. They just automatically assumed, and they want to make it into a race issue, and they want to try to make something out of some shit that it ain't. Atlas Imperius. Hey, JD, you're doing great. Grew up around SRCI. For those of you who don't know, that's Snake River. I did some time there. So funny, my dad was there when you were. For those of us who carry, please conceal. They will find you as a threat way faster. Blend in and stay aware. Absolutely endorse concealed carrying. And we've already read this, but I want to throw it up on screen. Thank you so much, Riot. Big love and respect. I appreciate you. Just to be frank, said, dude, I respect you, but I don't always agree. And that is a beautiful statement. I respect you, but I don't always agree. I respect you, Frank, and we don't have to agree. I will show you love, and I will show you kindness and compassion. And who knows? The things we disagree on, I could be dead wrong about, brother. I could be dead wrong about. I'm a humble person. I'm willing to be wrong, but I'm willing to disagree, to agree to disagree as well. And that's how it should be. Anything else is fucking insanity. Keith Peterson said, JD, my brother, did Jax get her ice cream sandwich? Also, as a man, I stand proud for America. I only bend the knee for the Lord as one of his soldiers. Love that, bro. And we haven't gotten a chance to get out and get her an ice cream sandwich yet, but I told her that you donated to get her an ice cream sandwich, and she almost welled up in tears, man. Thank you so much. I want to read this real quick. Act's tragic end. Thank you so much for that donation. That goes a long way to help us here. Wild part is other countries are standing with Kirk. I've seen South Korea, the UK, Germany, among others, and they've woken up millions around the world. Check out Tom McDonald's Charlie, if able. All proceeds go to Charlie's family. And Act's tragic end, I've seen those videos as well, and what an amazing, overwhelming amount of support we've gotten from other countries. How beautiful is that? If only our country could be that fucking united, bro. It would be a beautiful thing. Nomadic archery. I like that you are going hard for Charlie, but why didn't you go this hard when Luigi killed Brian Thompson? You didn't seem too bothered about Brian dying. Either all political violence is wrong or none of it is. Brian Thompson being killed was not political violence, my friend. Brian Thompson being killed was because of his greed and the way that he betrayed his customers, American citizens. My wife has permanent medical damage because of United Healthcare and their tactics. So I might not be objective. I might not be the one that you want to vibe with on the Brian Thompson thing. All I know is my wife has to live with debilitating issues for the rest of her life because United Healthcare decided to choose profits over what was right and what they had agreed to do when she signed on with them as her insurance carrier. And they did it to her while she was in the hospital on her almost deathbed. So I hope that enlightens you a little bit on that. I understand people have different views on that. I'm not an objective source when it comes to Brian Thompson because I've seen what his company and their greed did to my wife. Does that make sense? I hope it do. ATK Legends. I want to get a MPAF merch, but living in Cali, I think I'd get arrested. What's your thoughts? Well, I can tell you this. I know that a lot of our sales go out to California, actually. A lot of our sales of our Make Pedophiles Afraid Again merch do go out to California. California, believe it or not, is one of our biggest demographics here. Florida, Texas, California, and Georgia are 4 of our biggest states of people that are with us here in the U.S. So I don't think you would have any problems. We've sold quite a few hats and Make Pedophiles Afraid Again t-shirts to people out there in the great state of California, which is actually my home state. I grew up in Santa Rosa, bro. I'm from there. And it used to be a whole different ball game out there, man. Deanna Ross, thank you so much. Love you, sister. Big appreciation. Marcus said, good night, JD. Sweet wood chipper dreams. Get some rest, brother. Love you so much. Bye, Felicia. Hi, JD and Jax. Hi, wood chipper fam. Shout out to the mods and everyone that is firing the fucks that disgrace Charlie. Hell yes. That's beautiful. All right, we're going to jump back into this for a minute and hear what Benny Johnson has to say.
Major breaking. Disney's ABC is pulling the Jimmy Kimmel show live off air. This is the end of Jimmy Kimmel's career, you piece of trash. Nexstar Media, which owns about 24 ABC affiliates, said it will preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live indefinitely. Kimmel's comments about the death of Mr. Kirk are offensive and insensitive in this critical time.
What do y'all think that he's going to do? What do y'all think Jimmy Kimmel's going to do now? Y'all think that Jimmy Kimmel is going to like jump on Twitch or Kick? Maybe he could go share a podcast with Destiny or Hassan Hamas Diddy Party Piker. Maybe he could go do that. Those people seem to vibe with him. What do y'all think he's going to do?
Continuing to give Jimmy Kimmel a broadcast platform in the communities we serve is simply not in the public interest at the current time. We made the difficult decision to take his show off the air in an effort to let cooler heads prevail.
Maybe he could start, I know Destiny kind of goes all ways. Maybe he could start an OnlyFans with Destiny. Y'all think Jimmy Kimmel and Destiny just fucking making the beast with 2 backs, getting hairy with each other? You think maybe they'd make a couple bucks over on OF?
Look at this. Amazing. We did it. Jimmy Kimmel's show off the air indefinitely.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Took long enough.
Just a quick note here on a personal level. This is exactly what Charlie would have wanted. Charlie has always wanted for us to have cultural power like this. He has always wanted Turning Point to be the enforcers of decency. And what is indecent is lying about and making fun of a father who was murdered in front of his family and in front of millions. It is goblin-like behavior. It is demonic to its core. And you should have no part of it. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Jimmy Kimmel's biggest fan. You should be disgusted by this. And what Charlie always worked towards was for us to have the cultural power to do this.
And all it took was us sinking to the level of accountability culture. And don't insult goblins like that. I saw somebody said that Kimmel and Destiny couldn't do an OnlyFans together because they're both bottoms. One could be a power bottom, though. They could split one of them double-sideds down the middle.
Cultural power to reach into the black heart of Hollywood and rip out one of their biggest stars. The consequences for your actions, not to shut down his speech. Jimmy Kimmel's free to talk anytime he wants to. I'm not calling for Jimmy Kimmel to like lose his X handle or whatever. You go spout off, do whatever you want to do. I'm saying that there are consequences for your sick and degenerate behavior. You absolute hobgoblin.
Bro, why is he insulting goblins, bro? Why is he insulting goblins? Benny is just going hard on the Lins, bro. Leave them Lins alone. Leave them Lins out of it. Them Lins ain't did shit, bro. Preston Garvey said, since you won't eat top ramen, will you eat bottom ramen? Fuck, I set myself up for that one, huh? Eat some bottom, only if it comes out of Jax's bottom, bro. I would eat top ramen out of my wife's ass. I'm not gonna, I love that woman so much. She is so perfect for me. That's about the only way I'd eat top ramen is if I was slurping that out of her butt cheeks. That's about it. Sorry, that was graphic. I don't know why my mind went there. I apologize for absolutely fucking nothing. Bubba Joe said, I appreciate you and your channel. Thank you for letting me know about that punks and chomos out there. Respect. Respect to you, Bubba Joe. Huge love to you, family. Hell yeah. Jen said, greetings from Florida. Florida. Hell yeah. George Carlin warned us decades ago about what was going on now. They think they silenced Charlie. All they did was make his voice louder. And that's facts. Seth said, hey, dude, just joined. Much love and hope you're doing good. Welcome, Seth. Glad to see you here tonight. We love you, brother. Thank you for being here with us. The 1969 Mustang. What's up, JD? First saw you on Unsubscribe. Love your YouTube shorts, my fellow plop. I love you, my pepperback. Glad to have you here tonight, brother. Hell yeah. I just hung out on FaceTime with Mr. Eli Double Tap earlier today. Daddy Wolf, who knew the Man Show with Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla that Jimmy would become a giant pole-smoking douchebag? Yeah, JD and the Wood Chipper Army. Love you, bro. Love you. Yo, hold on real quick. A Tragic End said, as a goblin, I must say I'm very offended by your remarks, Benny. Lit, dog. Lit. I'm having so much fun tonight, you guys. This is fucking beautiful. Craptabulous. What a fucking wonderful name. You guys are such creative people. I love you. They don't know, fuck around, find out. Have they watched anything in the last week? I can't believe they're still surprised. Love and use the content. Hope we cool. We always cool, homeboy. All the time, all day, every day. Darren said, this is just the beginning. The left can't help but make it worse for themselves anytime they speak. Saint it, bro. Saint it. 100%. DT, yo, JD, you helped me see the world more clearly. I've shifted to no political party. I thank you for opening my eyes, brother. Here's the thing, is that we're all the people, all of us, just the ones with common sense and sanity, not the fucking weird ass, absolutely delusional fuckwits. But those of us that are American citizens with sanity, we're all in this together, homie. Whether we're right, whether we're left, as long as we're willing to agree to disagree, to treat each other with love and respect, and to want what's best for this country in its entirety, the people that are at the tops of both political parties do not care about us. They do not care about what happens to you and your kids. I do. I believe you care what happens to me and my kids. I don't believe anyone in Congress or the Senate or POTUS give a flying fuck at the end of the day about what happens to me and you and our children. And that's why we in this together. Green Owl, JD, can you help me set up my 3D printer? I have never fucked with one of those in my life, my man. I would be absolutely useless. The Mechanized Swaggy, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I know that we've already read this, but I want to put this up on the screen because what an amazing gift. Thank you again, Long Road Farms. Laura, what's up, sister? How are you? Thank you for continuing to be a leader amongst the social media craziness and manipulation. We need you. Sister, thank you for those kind words. It makes my heart happy. Bob Felicia said, Charles' friend Candace Owens is deep diving into this assassination. Y'all should watch her last 2 episodes. Shout out JD and Jackson Mods, High Wood Chipper family. We love you. We love you, Felicia. Cody Smith, first time dono on YouTube, and you decided to do it with me, bro. Crossius, thank you. I'm proud it's for you, good sir. Oh, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Destiny for the Wood Chipper. Hey, Destiny, come here, buddy. Come here. I want you to come see this thing out in the woods, Destiny. We got something cool. You're going to love it. Abel said, been watching your channel for a long time now. Love the content you make. Looking to get a wood chipper tattoo once my sleeve is done. God bless Kirk's family and friends. Love from Canada. Abel, I love you. I appreciate you. Wood chipper tattoos. Right there, buddy. Right there. And if you look back in the community posts, if you want to do the same design as me, I posted it up there. So anybody in this community that wants to get the same matching wood chipper with me, You're more than welcome to, and I love and appreciate you all. Fred Frost, thank you so much. I'm going to read this pink one real quick. Much respect, American proud Americans. First, we need to go back to when blood was thicker than water, but water was thick. Yo, Fred Frost, huge agree. Huge agree, man. Huge love and respect to you, brother. I appreciate you. And of course, our homie Lincoln is here. Lincoln Von Dugelfucker. I get the direct impression that Ben Azuli is trying to slip away while we're all focused on this. Man, and you know what? Sometimes it do be like that, brother. But I saw that he put out a new rap song. And if you can stomach it, it's worth a laugh. I sent it to my buddy Valhalla VFT today, and he's like, bro, no way he actually put that fuck shit out. I was like, dog, yeah, he did. It's his second attempt at being a rapist. His first one was every day I'm muscling, every day I'm muscling. He stole a Rick Ross song and just made it about fucking gearhead shit because he shoots a gram of tren a day and he likes 15-year-old girls. Fuck that guy. Bucky said Charlie Kirk would have wanted free speech without fear of retaliation. You might have a point there, but free speech is freedom of speech against having legal consequences, not societal consequences. Societal consequences are inevitable. Societal consequences have nothing to do with actual freedom of speech. Freedom of speech covers you from legal consequences. So that's where we would probably disagree a little bit, but I do see your point. Lee, thank you so much. I appreciate you, sis. Big love and respect. Grosner. Yo, is that your dog? That profile pic, that face on that dog is that's beautiful. I'm embarrassed to say that Charlie's death brought me closer to Jesus than I have been in the last 10 years. God forgive my ungratefulness, and thank you to Charlie Kirk for that. And thank you, JD. Listen, I just want to tell you, Grosner, there was a 57% uptick in people going to church last Sunday. It has been a huge cultural shift. It has been a huge spiritual shift. There were 57% more people that went to church after Charlie Kirk's death. And the last time we had an uptick that big was right after 9/11. So don't think that you're the only one. We're all in this together, family. The greatest noob, not only Jimmy wrong, he was so wrong that Disney thought that he was bad. That's almost impressive. Disney had no choice but to take him off the air. If Disney starts making based decisions and they course correct with Marvel and Star Wars, that would make me actually really happy. Cody Smith said, got a tip for helping an older couple today at work. I'd like to pay it forward. Literal second dono on YouTube ever. Love watching you, man. You make my day better with the laughs. Thank you so much, Cody. I appreciate that, man. Huge love and respect to you. Matthew Dunmer. Hey, JD, just wanted to say your stories are always either inspiring or mood lifting, and you and your vids have gotten me through dark times, and please keep it up. Nothing but love for you and your work. I appreciate that so much because I feel like right now what we need in this country is to uplift each other, to love each other, to show each other grace and patience and space to be able to agree to disagree, man. And I'm just so glad that I have such a positive community because you guys are my social circle. I don't go out and hang out with people, bro. When I have time to hang out, I come hang out with you. And that's what it is. The only other thing I would be doing is hanging out with my family. So when I have time and it's not devoted to my family, I come spend it with y'all. Seth to death. I love your name, bro. Hell yes. Hey, JD, ex-con here, did almost 10 in Ohio, been clean for 7 years now. My wife loves you. Keep doing God's work, brother. Her name is Leanne. Yo, huge love and respect to you and Leanne, bro. Huge love and respect to you. Congratulations on 7 years clean. That is such a huge landmark, man. 7 years has always been what I wanted to get to because I don't know if you know this, but every cell in the human body regenerates every 7 years. So I've always had this thought in my head that by the time I get to 7 years, which I'm at like over 6 now, once I get to 7 years, I have a body that's never put drugs into it. And that's where you are right now. And I know that I'm talking about technicalities and it's just a scientific, it's a reach, bro. I know it's a reach. It's like being a born again virgin because you didn't have sex for 7 years. But to me, it's a comfort. So I'm glad that you're there, bro. And I'm glad that you're here with us. You and Leanne, God bless y'all. Junior Vasquez, everyone is a bad man until it's time to do bad man stuff. God keep these pixies away from me so I don't have to cave their faces in. They really don't want what they are asking for. I think that we should all just really hope that we can bring down the temperature in this country because it's really important, man. Worthless dead end. The father who turned him in is giving all the reward money to Charlie Kirk's family. He isn't taking a single penny of it. I can't respect him more. That is what I'm talking about. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for educating me on that. So you guys know that the suspect that they have who turned in his own son, it was the father. The son confessed to the father, and the father turned him into the police. Apparently, reportedly, the father is getting, there was a $100,000 reward. And apparently the father is taking that reward money and he's giving it to the Kirk family. There is nothing but the utmost respect for that. Laura, what is up? Grosner, same here. Thank you for this community. He is risen. I love you guys, man. I love you. Robert Friel, thank you so much, brother. Big love and respect. John Holvey, can we drop the bug-eyed Patel now for covering the Epstein files too? We need to be consistent on all useless POS society has somehow elevated up. I think Patel is on his way out. There's a lot that makes me think that, and I don't know if it'll be this year. Patel might be reassigned to a different position very soon. But I believe that Patel and Pam Bondi are both going to be losing their jobs because of their horrific dealing with the Epstein issue. They have done nothing but make things worse. And that they've ruined any bit of credibility they ever had. So I think that Patel and Bondi will be out. Do you guys think I'm on point? Do you guys think that Kash Patel and Pam Bondi will no longer be in their positions? I think Bondi might take a little bit longer. But I think by early next year, you'll see Bondi be replaced with somebody who can actually do the job. That's my opinion. Jacob, what's up? Colorado, Washington. Here again, Destiny for Wood Chipper 2025. I love that, bro. Hells yes. King Kev said, my brother, my heart is torn between putting these people in the wood chipper or living like Charlie. I'm proud of your sobriety. Love you, brother. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, big dog. That means a lot to me. Please know that means a lot. All right, let's let Benny talk a little bit more.
Jimmy Kimmel isn't funny, says Charlie Kirk.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh. A quote from Charlie Kirk. Jimmy Kimmel isn't funny. Who agrees? Who agrees with Charlie Kirk that Jimmy Kimmel isn't funny? He has never been funny. Why did he get his own show and Adam Carolla didn't? Because Adam Carolla is genuinely funny. Jimmy Kimmel gives big cuck energy. Big chair in the hotel room energy. I agree with Charlie Kirk. He said this back in 2017. He's never been funny.
Gentlemen, my comment to that is, you know what, Charlie? We did this for you. We did it for you, Charlie. And we're just getting started. The moment is here. Thank you for being part of this audience, for sharing our videos, for watching our videos, for creating the capacity for us to have these massive outsized effects. A lot more people watch our channel than Jimmy Kimmel. And that is our power.
Yes,
we are going to use it.
A lot more people watch this community than Jimmy Kimmel's as well, which I think is absolutely incredible. I think that's absolutely lit, y'all. Napalm Stick said, I got me a Mr. Chippy shirt on the way. Yes. Right alongside Warheads on Foreheads. Bro, I have multiple Warheads on Forehead shirts. Wood Chipper 2028. Let's get this shit squared up. My guy, Shane Boyd. Tell these fuckers losing their jobs to go ask the illegals that are not undercutting hardworking Americans for jobs. Hey. And I want to put this on screen. A tragic end said, wild part is the other countries are standing with Charlie. Thank you so much for pointing that out. And I've seen those videos. And thank you to every country who's supporting the U.S. right now through this tragic time. Redneck Barbie, what's up, sis? From a sis just north in Lynn County. Yeah. Got Buds County at OSCI. Love your coverage. If you don't know, you say so. You don't guess and cause bullshit rumors. Stay strong, brother. I try to come with the facts. I try to come correct. I try to be a reliable source of information for y'all. I hate being wrong, but sometimes I am, and I'll make it right if I am. I want y'all to know that. I want to share something with you guys today I've been working on for a long time now. And it's something that just got granted to me. I have been working for the longest to get clearance in the state of Oregon to be able to go into prisons like I'm able to in almost every other state across the country and speak to men and help men when they're at their lowest point. And today, my friend Big Bill today hit me up and let me know that the Oregon Department of Corrections has granted me clearance to come in and volunteer and to speak to men in prisons. And I just found out that this month I'll be going back into my home institution where I did 2 years in prison, Oregon State Penitentiary, the oldest and the only maximum security prison in the state of Oregon. And I will be going in there to speak to men with my buddy Big Bill. And that is one of the biggest blessings and gifts that I have had in a hot minute, you guys. I am so stoked to be able to go in there and to speak to men when they are at a point where they don't know what their future holds and they don't know the value that they hold within themselves. One of the first things that I do when I go and speak to men in prison is I tell them, thank you for your time. I know that you're locked up. That doesn't mean that your time is not valuable. And that does not mean that you are not valuable. The world might see you as criminals and convicts and felons and disposable. That's not what I see when I look at you. I see future leaders of your families, future leaders of your communities, future leaders of businesses, people that have the ability to make huge impacts on our world, because I know that I've been able to do that. And I am those people sitting in that prison. I was there for 2 years as that person. So I am just so grateful that that door was open to me. And I just thank God that he's allowed me to do that. Little Devil 420. Hey, JD, I've been keeping up with the Charlie Kirk situation with my favorite VTuber, Nux and Or. Big shout out to Nux, man. And what they've been doing to push an agenda like blaming the Jews for this terrible tragedy, which makes me sick and sad. Nux is really on point. I like Nux's shit, man. I'd love to collab with Nux. Gary's Metal Detecting. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Race baiting is starting to wear off. We're better than that, and we were raised better. I don't know when we got back to the point in this country where we were so divided by race, because it didn't used to be like that when I grew up. We weren't like that, and it's gross, and it's beneath us as Americans to be racist towards each other. And I'm going to say this, and somebody go ahead, get anybody who's out there that's a hater that wants to clip something to try to make me look like I'm an asshole because you're a leftist and you don't agree with me. Run this shit. Hit your screen record. I know way more people that aren't white that are racist than I know people that are white that are racist. I've been in prisons and seen it. I've been on the streets and seen it. And there are more people that are racist in the blue state that I live in right now on all sides of the race spectrum than there was in Florida. And you know the fucked up thing is there is way more of a white majority in Oregon than there is in Florida. And the white people and the black people and the Hispanic people and the every type of people in Florida all fuck with each other and they all get along. And you know why it is? It's because it's a fucking red state, homie. That's what it is. Bubba Joe said, right or left, if we could remember we're all Americans and come together like our Pledge of Allegiance, one nation, under God, indivisible, we would be what we were, the greatest nation on earth. And until we learn to do that, we will not. We will be a divided nation. And a divided nation will not prevail. Jager said, hey, JD, sending love from your supporters in Samoa. Yo! We had a visual for Charlie here in American Samoa. Did you know Oa and Usa during your JT? During my JT? During my JT, my jail time? Oh, no, actually I didn't. I really didn't, bro. I'm assuming you mean jail time. It's the JT that threw me, bro. No, I really didn't, brother. Hammer said, they reversed polarity on that magnet and it's pulling them straight into the job chipper. Woo! Hammer, I love that job chipper shit. That shit's lit, man. Hell yeah. Hunter North. Bout got fired today. Someone was making sex and death jokes about Erica Kirk. I kicked him off property and told him that shit is not welcome. I work in a state-affiliated junkyard in Salt Lake City, Utah. They were in Utah making sex and death jokes about Erica Kirk. I'm glad that you handled business like you needed to. God bless you, bro. Dylan Dressel, I love you, JD. I love you too, man. I'm in active recovery still, but doing better. But I want to say, keep doing what you're doing. I aspire. You're inspiring, brother. You've helped me and so many others. Much love. Dylan, thank you. I'm proud of you. We are all in this recovery shit together, bro. None of us are not connected when it comes to recovery. I love you, man. You fucking got this. And thank you for being here. And thank you for being a part of my recovery as well, bro. Ryan C. Forgotten page of Nat Geo. Racism created by society. Race is a social construct that I'm trying to break out of, Charlie Kirk. And I released a video with him saying that and the whole breakdown, because how can you be racist if you don't believe that race exists? If you think that race is simply a societal structure that's man-made and not a reality, you can't be a racist, dog. Kelly Williams said Ed Sheeran did a beautiful song to Charlie. He did the music for the Hobbit trilogy. I know exactly who Ed Sheeran is. That's awesome. He did that. Thank you so much, sis. I'm going to go look for that. Elijah said, I'm genuinely surprised that Jimmy actually got canned. People really have had enough. Congratulations on you turning your life around. Stay strong. Godspeed. Thank you so much, bro. I think we're done, bro. I think we're genuinely done with the fuck shit, man. I really think we are. Walking Corpse. Hey, JD, it's been a while since I last checked in. I'm checking in from Bama. I hope you and Jackson Zero are doing well. I hope you're doing well too, homie. Big love and peace out to you out there in Bama. Holly Ann, it's funny how they were all for cancel culture until it was them. Yeah, you already know, sis. They're hating life now. Laura, all three kids that he pranked for Christmas and Halloween are 18 now. That who pranked? Are we talking about Destiny? When I think about kids, I think about Destiny for some reason. Alex Stass, thank you so much, brother. The Mechanical Swaggy, good day, mate. I'm Australian, and it's a lefty circus down here. That's a horrible Australian accent. I'm sorry that I did that to you. That was bad. I was trying, bro. I'm not good at it. But a lot of us are standing up for Australian values. People such as yourself are a big inspiration for us. Thanks, brother. I love y'all out in Australia. I wish that I could come visit, man. I really do. It's crazy that they won't let felons in. But who knows what God has in store, man. I didn't think I'd ever get to go into the Oregon prison system again and help people. Maybe I'll get doors open to be able to go to Australia. I'd love to come over there and be with y'all, man. Big love and respect. Planetary 121. Why a spoon, cousin? Why not an axe? Guy of Gisborne. Because it's dull, you twit. It'll hurt more. Sheriff of Nottingham. One of my favorite exchanges in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. That was a great flick, bro. I haven't seen that in forever. Thank you for reminding me. Jack, I'm trans, but I stand with y'all eternally. Charlie was a peaceful and caring Christian man with no hate in his heart. Antifa is demonic trash. Family. Jack, my brother, I love you. I love you and thank you. I stand with you, bro. Commentary connoisseur, Jimmy Kimmel versus Jeffree Star, 12-round boxing match. I'd pay for that, and I'd put 420 on Big Jeff. Bro, Big Jeff would clean him up, dog. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Cody Smith. JD, my friend, thank you for being a voice for us. Charlie was robbed of a future presidency and his family, most importantly. Also, take that, goblins, apparently. Hey, man, I'm just going to tell you right now, I wholeheartedly believe that Charlie Kirk would have been the president of the United States someday. I wholeheartedly believe that. And I think that that's exactly why the left hated him so bad, because he was a moderate and he was middle enough to be able to bring the people together. The left don't want to unite. These extreme voices, there are a lot of good people on the left that aren't the extremes, but we hear more from the extremists than we do from the normal people. But those extremists that are constantly trying to push horrific shit all the time, those people feared him because they knew that he was a moderate enough voice to bring people together. And they hated that. And they couldn't out-debate him, so they killed him. Alex Beck, the same bastards that vandalized the Ukrainian girls' memorial in Pensacola also vandalized one for Charlie. Was it the same people? My community disappoints me. Be good. Alex, was it the same people? That's crazy. A tragic end. As a goblin, I must say I'm very offended by your remarks, Benny. Good day from Australia, mate. Keep the reality coming, mate. Dingo Dundee, what is up, my guy? Love you, family. Gary's metal detecting said, I was born in Santa Rosa, California. Yeah. Rincon Valley, Howard Park, dude. Lived in Simi Place. That's what's up, my guy. We from the same stomp. Trev, big dog Trev, what is up? Just got here. Sorry for the late arrival. Just got done doing a podcast with RTB. Kimmel's finally cooked. Thank God. Love y'all. See, I just did this. Sometimes I don't do, sometimes it's not like something I schedule. Sometimes Trev wouldn't have known because I just seen this happen. And I'm like, you know who I want to talk to about this? My family. So I jumped on. Backwoods Templar said, we need MPAA merch representing each state. You know, that's something I'd like to look into. That's something, I'd like to get some Kentucky MPAA merch going on. You know what I'm saying? Out to Kedge. What's up, JD? I'd love to shout out all the people who could have warned to choose violence, but instead chose peace and respect. Love your message, brother. Stay hydrated, everybody. Peace. Cheers to you, man. We're drinking water over here. That's some good ass water too, bro. I got the filter on the fridge. What? I came from drinking off of a sink that was on top of a toilet that was metal with rust in it to now I got filtered water and ice on the fridge. What the fuck? Recovery good to me. Jonathan said, the face my wife made when you were talking about the only way you'd eat top ramen was priceless. She asked me, what the fuck are you watching? I apologize, ma'am. I apologize. I got a lot of problems. I got a shitload of problems. It's not Jonathan's fault. It's all me. Don't blame him. I just be saying shit. Dylan Dressel, JD, I love what you're doing. Keep it up, brother. I love you, man, and I love your recovery. Fred Frost, we're going to throw this up even though we've already read it. Much respect, American Proud Americans. and a good message about coming together. Love you, Fred Frost. Thank you for that support. Dustin Chavis, JD, love you, man. Hate the way this world is. Prayers for your family. Maybe Mars will open up for us. Wouldn't it be crazy if we made it to Mars? You know that they found signs of ancient life on Mars, right? Supposedly, reportedly. They found signs of ancient life on Mars. My brother Dominar. Brother Dominar has entered the chat. I'm not blue party. I'm not red party. I'm the red, white, and blue party. And that makes me want to fucking party, bro. Hell yeah. Love you. Donovan Bowen. Hey, JD, there's a YouTuber by the name of Heavy Duty Country that got a video out about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. It doesn't show anything graphic. I actually recently found Heavy Duty Country, man. Let me just tell you, I really dig Heavy Duty Country shit, bro. I really dig it. And I happen to know that he's friends with some of my friends, so I might see if he wants to do a little collaboration at some point. I think I might got the link. I really dig what he does, bro. Much respect to him. TM Harvey, you rock, JD. I always thought Kimmel was a twat waffle. Wood Chipper Army. Bro, thank you for bringing back twat waffle. We need twat waffle in 2025. Keith Peterson, am not a dummy rat or a Republican. I'm a constitutional patriot. Cannot be part of a bird with two sick wings. Felt that, brother. Virginia said, hi, JD, tuning in from Australia. We have so much family in Australia tonight, you guys. Yes. Thank you for being a voice of reason in the madness in the world. I love you. Bless Charlie Kirk. I loved him too. And I love you, sister. And thank you for being here. Huge shout out to all our Australians. Starvo said, I thought 2025 was going to be a relaxed year. New Year's, I was sitting in a hotel and I was like, things are going to be chill. Things are going to be chill this year. I said, I got a good feeling, babe. I was talking to Jax. 2025 going to be a good year. It has not been chill. 2025 has had no chill. 2025, the AC got broke, bro. Ozzy, the Hulk, school shootings, Ukrainian girl murdered, Charlie Kirk, Epstein files not released. There are too many things to list. Way too many things to list, bro. Way too many things to list. Just way too much going on, bro. Absolutely. Sergeant Payne, instead of pouring a drink, open a Bible for Charlie Kirk and love your family. Amazing. Bye, Felicia said, Tom McDonald, Charlie, buy on iTunes. All proceeds go to the Kirk family. Killed a soldier, but that man had an army. Hashtag Charlie Army. And I just want to say that another way that, we wanted to be able to support Charlie's family was to order from Proclaim Streetwear, which is Erica Kirk has her own clothing company. And every time you buy a shirt, they give a shirt to someone who's unhomed because they had a heart for those in need. They had a heart for the homeless. So me and Jax went and checked the website. Every single thing on there sold out. You can't buy a single thing on Proclaim Streetwear. America showed up and showed out for the Kirk family on that one. There's also GoFundMes that you can donate to for the Kirk family. And I want to say this, Dan Lanning, the head coach of the Ducks, as soon as he found out, he said, I will pay the living expenses and I will pay any university expenses, any college tuition for the Kirk kids. That was his immediate reaction, which was amazing. Shades, so good to see you, brother. Big love and respect to Shades, man. Great to see you, big dog. Hey, did you get your package? Did you get that cut, homeboy? Hope you got that shit, man. Jonathan said the father of the suspect isn't giving the money to Charlie's family. That's a story going around, but there's absolutely no verification for it. I will look into that to try to find out if that's true. Here's the thing is that most of the time we will see the FBI or local police say that there's a reward if you turn somebody in. 99.9% of the time, you do not get that fucking money, bro. They capping out the wazoo. Mr. Prunkard, JD, I love the content, the work you do. It is well needed in this country. However, I fear it won't help the crazy left. Either way, please stay unfiltered and raw, brother. Here's the thing is that I'm not speaking to the crazy left. I lost a friend of over 20 years today that I played in bands with, that I got in bar fights side by side with this dude. I had his back when shit was crazy, but he went way crazy left. I'm not talking to them. He today, he blocked me, told me that I'm a hateful person, that I have hate in my heart and there's no place in society for me. I'm not trying to convince the crazy left of anything, bro, because they don't want to hear, they don't want to listen. There's no middle ground. They don't want to meet you nowhere. They don't want to come to the table for unity. They want the smoke. I'm talking to the people on the left and the right who are reasonable, who want to unite and build a better country, because we're all American citizens. And that's really what it is, man. That's really what it is. You can't deal with extremists. That's why I'm so stoked that Donald Trump just categorized Antifa as a fucking as a terrorist organization, because they are. Bubba Joe, if that's true, then I'm born again virgin at 41, because it's been at least 7 years for me. Hell yeah, brother. Get that cherry popped. Laura said, why does this dude have your beard as a hairstyle? Oh, damn. Woo! That's lit. W9s before W2s. I genuinely think that Pam Bondi has been the worst appointee ever. Preach. She has done nothing but lie since the very beginning. Appreciate you, JD. I just don't think she's in there for much longer, bro. And I don't disagree with everything that she's done, but the things that she's done that are very public that I disagree with, it's like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, what were you thinking, bro? Napalm Sticks. I know I'm just a random person in a live, but I want to take a second to appreciate and congratulate every single person in the live now celebrating their sobriety. Day 1 or 100 years, I'm proud of you all. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. 8 o'clock. Kind of sad you might be safer in prison than on a college campus. Thank you for your videos on Charlie and these freaks. Here's the thing is that you're safer in prison than a lot of places on the streets these days. And that's the sad truth of it, man. Unfortunately, the streets just ain't safe. And, you know, I say that for multiple reasons because, you know, there's all the violence. There's plenty of violence in prison. Don't get it twisted. But, you know, I always like when my friends go and get themselves locked up and they're in addiction, I'm always like, well, at least you're not going to overdose and die, because that doesn't happen nearly as much in there. I want to take us on a little ride because there's something else it's not right on fucking speed with what we were talking about, but I think it's important. I want to check into this and I'd love to do it with you guys. So let's check this out real quick. We have a dude drove his car into an FBI facility and then planted an American flag. So let's see what's up with this, because I didn't get the full story.
First and last name, can you
Yes.
spell it for us?
Yeah. I am Assistant Special Agent in Charge, Christopher Giordano, Giordano. I work here at the Pittsburgh FBI field office. I'm in charge of the criminal program. At this point right now, I am the acting special agent in charge on the scene. At approximately 2:40 a.m. this morning, a subject identified as Donald Henson, Henson, of Penn Hills, came around the corner back here by the get-go at a high rate of speed and crashed his vehicle into the FBI Pittsburgh entrance gate. There were no injuries at the time. Subject exited the vehicle, went into the back seat, grabbed an American flag, and threw it over the gate.
So this was 100% not some drunk dude accidentally hitting that shit. This is 100% a dude who was like, I'm going after the FBI building.
Subject then took off on foot and has still yet to be apprehended. We are asking the public, this is the photograph I will provide to all of you of Donald Henson. If you have any contact with this subject, to please call 911.
He's still on the loose? He's still on the loose? What?
Immediately, and let Pittsburgh Bureau of Police or Penn Hills Police or any of them know where the subject is. Right now, he is wanted in connection with this crime against the...
He probably thought it was an ICE building. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. That was lit.
Against the FBI. It is a federal offense, and we will be seeking prosecution to the fullest extent.
Is there any indication that he could be armed or that he could be dangerous?
We don't have any indication that he is armed. We do believe that there is a mental health problem and a history of mental health.
Okay. So you're telling me that a dude who drove his ass into an FBI building jumped out like all woo and hung an American flag over that bitch might have a mental health problem? You don't fucking say, Captain Obvious. Do you think? Holy shit. Yeah, I think we already knew that, Bubba. That's just nuts.
Health issues with the subject, so we would consider him dangerous. We just have no reason to believe right now from here that he had a weapon. We also believe that he is a former military member as well.
Has he had any prior incidents?
Oh.
Has he had any prior incidents? Has he been, is he known to law enforcement?
So in scouring our indexes, we did find him. He did come here to the FBI field office a few weeks ago to make a complaint that didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Tell us what didn't make sense. We want to hear the tea. Don't hold out from us.
But we ran down everything that he came in with. It didn't have a federal nexus. We contacted him and let him know that there was no federal crime that we were able to charge.
What was it? Don't do that to us.
A number of people in and around this area saw a man. They took video of a man headed that way. Do you guys believe that's him?
That is him. Yes, I have seen the video that came from the bystanders. On top of that, I also saw we have video surveillance out here, and we were able to positively identify him through his driver's license photo. He is the registered owner of the vehicle, and then the video confirmed that that was the subject that we are looking for.
How important is it that the public knows that you guys take these threats so seriously, especially in this day and age?
We look at this as an act of terror against the FBI. This was a targeted attack on this building. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
I mean, it's funny terrorism. Nobody got hurt, right? But yeah, he's right. It was a targeted attack on the FBI. But people, you got to realize, homie, people don't like you. People don't like the FBI anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, and a lot of it has to do with Kash Patel. Kash Patel's put you guys in a bad spot, bro. You know?
But we are going to exhaust every ability we have under the federal law to find, apprehend, and prosecute this subject to the fullest extent.
Do you know what he was saying when he got out of the car?
No, we didn't have anything. He just got out of the car, grabbed the flag, and threw it over the top.
Do you know what the message on his car means?
We are still looking into that. There is some vulgarity on the side of his vehicle and reference to suicide.
What? What did he have? Tell us what the fuck he wrote on his car.
On the side of his vehicle as well, but just a cursory search, we did not find anything else. Right now, we are waiting for Pittsburgh.
You see that guy's got a bunch of neck tattoos, that FBI agent? He's covered in neck tattoos. I think this FBI agent's all right. I don't think they were after him.
Pittsburgh Bureau of Police bomb squad, as well as our FBI bomb techs to come and clear the vehicle, because it has yet to be cleared, and we do not know if there are any incendiary devices inside of it. Once they do, we will take possession of the vehicle, have our evidence response team do everything they need to do, and we are working with the U.S. Attorney's Office right now to file a complaint against the subject.
And you said you want people, if they see him, call 911
immediately. Yes. If any family members see this and they have any information that could help us safely take this individual into custody, that would be greatly appreciated. We're hoping by putting his photograph and his name out there that we will start getting some tips from the public, and it will help us in our investigation.
Have you guys looked at any social medias or anything?
In the process right now. Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you this right now. Most people who do weird shit like this, because they're mentally fucking ill, they'll also be on social media talking about the mentally ill fucking shit. The mentally ill shit that they've been planning. Most of the time, you'll find traces of it on social media, like the Charlie Kirk assassin, his Reddit group. And not only is that Reddit group going to end up helping their case against him, it's going to take down everybody else in that group, because he was talking about it, and a bunch of them the night before went online all giddy about it, making posts about, where do you see what happens to Charlie Kirk tomorrow? I have the screenshots. You guys. Hunter North said, we do not have to tolerate this, and I, for one, will not when I see it in real life or online. Love y'all. Big facts. Big Daddy said, JD, I've had much loss lately. Life is too short and fragile. Wood chipper, Big Daddy from California. Love you all. Love you too, brother. And I know we've had a lot of losses, man. Just keep your head, your heart, and your spirit up, man. Chaos Kitten, your vids are helping me stay grounded in all the crazy, helping my blood pressure stay down and not trigger preterm labor with baby Ivy. So thank you so much. Sis, congratulations. You and baby Ivy will be in me and Jax's prayers. Love you, sis. Mike Howard, thank you so much, my guy. Lux love to JD. Keep up the amazing work. We always here for you. I appreciate that more than words can say, brother. Hells yes. Michael Kramer. Hey, JD, when can you talk about the air tool? Also, can we expect a visit from Brandon about said air tool? I'm still working on that. I would love to be able to get an air tool and get Brandon out here. There may be something in the works on that. Me and Brandon also talked about getting an industrial wood chipper and putting a few things through it for videos, which I think would be really cool. Sarah Bays, love your coverage on this. The first heard of you through Jonas Black. Glad I found your show. Got to ask, though, what's on your nip? So first of all, I don't know who Jonas Black is, but I appreciate him for bringing people through. What is on my nip? Nothing. I just have incredibly weird nipples. I just have, and it's not cold in here. Even when it's cold, they're the same. When it's hot, they're the same. I was born a mutant. I'm an X-Man, and my mutant power is assault nipples. I could do like 50 push-ups with them, and they get AM, FM radio. So, I could probably break into a bank vault with these nips. It just is what it is. I was born that way. Alex Staz. Mark Stazuk, EOU, 9/17/18. My dear nephew, he was a sheriff deputy, forever 27. Bro, I'm so sorry to hear that. Rest in peace, man. Adam Gillespie. It's insane to me that the people are salty about getting fired over words about Charlie Kirk while supporting him being killed over words. People disappoint me. Much love, JD. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. Killer GB. Hey, JD, got something you need to see, but it won't let me send in a super chat. Hit me up over on Insta, brother. JD_delay. Stoneboy Plays. What's up, man? Much love and respect from Nebraska. Hell yeah. It is seriously sick what they're saying about Charlie and his family. They are threatening now. Currently to murder and hard R Erica. I've seen posts where people are talking about graping Erica and murdering her. Not Viking. JD, I'm struggling to get off Mary Jane. Any tips? Well, man, the thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get through it. There's not really any medical assistance for that. It's going to be really important that you change up your people, places, and things, my brother. And don't let anybody minimalize your addiction or your dependence on THC, because it's just as serious as any other thing, bro. And I believe in you, and you can do this, man. Auntie Lisa, every time I think of releasing or relapsing, I think about telling you I did. I know what you'd say, so I don't. Charlie Kirk death got to me bad. Much love to you. Keep it up. Auntie Lisa, I am so privileged and honored to be a part of your recovery. Thank you so much. It really, truly is an honor. Luke said, always here to support you, JD. Sorry I don't have more to give. You just being here is enough, bro. All of you just being here is more than enough. Just had my first house fire Sunday morning. Oh, no. Only major injury was my oldest daughter getting a broken arm from jumping from her window. Rest in peace, Charlie. Hey, Luke, you and your family will be in our prayers. I love you, brother. Comrade Everclear. JD, look into the story of Tyler Bathke and Colorado judicial system has failed. Bro, Colorado judicial system fails a lot. I just screenshotted that, brother. They fail a lot, unfortunately. Steve said it looks like TikTok vids about Charlie's death are being removed. Violent extremism is the reason that it gives. I had a TikTok video removed the other day for calling out all of the Republican Senate for voting against the Epstein Transparency Act. And I appealed it because it was a very reasonable video. They did that at the same time that Charlie Kirk was being assassinated. And I was like, don't you think it's a little coincidental that these two things would happen at the same time? And shame on you. Every Republican voted against releasing the Epstein files. And then you know what they did? They banned my video and they gave me a strike. And it's all easily verifiable. I cited my sources. Yeager said, hey, JD, what if the government would just sanction a fight between the right and left liberals? No civil war, just a sanctioned fist fight, no weapons. What do you win or lose? What do you win or lose? I think that our country is too important to put on a fist fight, man. But I think that people should be able to fist fight and handle their shit like men. And it might stop more of these violent attacks. That's what I think. I think people need to put the guns down and get to some fisticuffing, dog. If you can't handle your shit with words, if you're too much of a bitch to handle your shit with words and you got to resort to violence, do it with the old hands, dog. Get your hand game up, bro. And I think by the time that people train for that and that people get themselves in a space where they're disciplined and they're ready to go fight, they might be disciplined enough to embrace peace instead. Relic, thank you so much. Hello, JD from Norway. We are fighting against pedophiles here. Wood Chipper 2025 and forever. Much love to our family out in Norway, bro. Commentary Connoisseur said, congratulations on your approval. This may sound crazy, but it would be absolutely incredible to see you do a podcast from inside a prison with recovering inmates that give approval, of course. Here's the thing is that there are certain places like the prison outside of Nashville. They let me take in both my phones. I walked in there with 2 phones, my vape, 4 Monster Energy drinks. And then there's some other ones that won't even let me take nothing in, bro. They pat me down. I'm surprised they didn't butthole search me, to be honest. But I don't think Oregon's going to let me bring anything in, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd love to tape it. I know that Jelly Roll was able to bring in cameras, but he had to have extra because he went into OSP twice and filmed it both times, but he had to get extra approvals, and I don't know that they'll give those to me, but I'll ask when I go in there because it would be important to me to be able to do that. Hayes said Officer Tatum is donating 100% of proceeds to Erica on his Charlie merch. He's a member of Turning Point USA, and that's amazing because I've seen so many people grifting off of selling Charlie Kirk shirts, and they started within hours of his execution, dude. And it made me sick. Seth said, what I love about you, dude, is you're a real one. You know, I'm in law enforcement, and I know there's a lot of people that hate cops, but there are cops that don't see people that have made mistakes as people, But at the end of the day, we're all humans. And I'll tell you this, there are criminals who don't see cops as real people. At least y'all are out there fighting the good fight. The majority of you. There are crooked cops too. You know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, bro, I've always taken accountability for my mistakes. I've always known that I was the one who was in the wrong. So thank you for the job that you're doing, man. Thank you for protecting your community and stepping up, bro. Nothing but the utmost respect. Brett Hammer. Cheers from Vegas, JD. I cannot thank you enough for voicing your thoughts from a true middle ground. That's good for both sides to hear. Keep up the good fight and hope to see you regularly on Unsub. Well, they've got at least 2 more podcasts with me coming out. They just released one, and they have 2 more at least coming out, brother. Love you, Brett. Jen said the 9-Line veteran-owned apparel has a shirt dedicated to Charlie, and 100% of the proceeds go to Turning Point USA. I love seeing it, man. I love seeing it. Hell yeah. Keith Peterson said, mad props to our mod Trev for the outstanding work being done. Thank you. And also to our mod Dr. Dre Light. These two are here on a regular basis. I love them so much. The work that they do is absolutely incredible, man. They keep this a safe place for us to hang out. Michael Fritz, not to judge a book by its cover, but Henson has the looks of someone who needs their hard drive checked. I feel you on that, bro. Real shit. Sinku said, I missed a few weeks ago. We went from Cracker Barrel and Sydney Sweeney to a Ukraine woman's unaliving and people cheering Kirk's untimely end. It wasn't a simpler time when people were just pissed off because a blonde girl wore blue jeans. And that was the biggest thing. And Cracker Barrel remodeling 30 of their restaurants. I feel you on that, bro. TJ Beck, Charlie Kirk would not want the death penalty. It wasn't in his religion. Don't forget his message in the hatred of all this. I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Charlie Kirk actually had said at one point that we needed to do public executions. Am I wrong on that? Am I tripping? Anybody in the chat remember seeing that? Or am I just out to lunch? Let me know. Zach Williams, is this still live? Making sure because my name is on the line. We are absolutely live, my brother. Hell yeah. The greatest noob. On the crazy guy who attacked the FBI, crazy people are in danger to society. But on the other hand, they're entertaining as fuck. Look up Mr. Pancake. Hell yeah, bro. I know that's right. I know that's right. Let's see. I'm correct. I'm not a Latina woman. Okay, Mars. Okay. Yes, Jimmy Kimmel did really get fired. And lovely Mia, yeah. So we have confirmed it's not just me that remembers Charlie Kirk saying we need public executions. I agree with him on that. I didn't agree with him on everything. There were things that I disagreed wholeheartedly with Charlie Kirk on. I would have debated the man. And I'll bet he would have gave a great debate. Kenneth Atkinson. Chippa King, love your mission to talk to inmates. My father was a correctional officer for many years and made more friends out of inmates than fellow guards. Changed some lives, dude. Thank you so much. Big respect to you and to your father. Tyler Wilson, AJD, love the content. Thank you for the laughs. I'm celebrating 5 years of sobriety. Yeah, and we're celebrating with you. Much love, big dog. K-Bear Gaming said, JD, I'm seeing a lot of support for Cash despite him jumping to headlines during the manhunt. Thoughts? I think that Cash fucked up on some shit, but here's the thing, is that I do believe that Cash fucked up in his I think that Cash fucked up for trying to be transparent. So I understand where he was coming from. I really do. But I think that he made a mistake. I think that my issues with Cash come from the way he's handled Epstein, dog. Darth Knox, real reasons aliens won't invade Earth. We're the Florida of the arm of the galaxy. And their sitcom as the Earth turns. You could be right about that, bro. We definitely are the Florida of the galaxy. Hate speaker Sargon of Akkad. Anyone else here tasting history, tapping on the hard tack he made when JD claps? Legend has it that Jimmy Kimmel is a comedian. Must have been true because everyone is laughing at him. I'm laughing at him today. It's the first time I think I've ever laughed at fucking Jimmy Kimmel. JW's Garage said that Cash Patel is a cokehead. If you look at him and you know anything about cocaine, it's hard to deny, bro. It's hard to deny. Trevor B, thank you for bringing your voice to those of us middle grounders. I'm neither right nor left, so I appreciate your views. Rest in peace, Charlie. Hey, and I love the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow profile picture, brother. G.I. Joe, American hero. Rambo Donkey, good versus evil, no more. Felt. Tabby said consequences. Good. Cody said, ever heard of Cottage Grove, Oregon? Absolutely, bro. One of my high-speed chases ended in Cottage Grove. Went all the way from Eugene to Cottage Grove before they got us. That's where my ma was from. Rest in peace, Ma. What we need is some common sense in this country again. Love you, brother. We are in sore need of common sense, bro. That's real now. That's real. Zach Williams said a lot of people are asking for help or someone to relate to instead of looking at just the donations. Could you look at the viewers and tell them the real? So here's the thing is that I have so many people who have paid for super chats. When you have thousands of people in here, bro, there's no way I'm going to be able to go through every single comment, brother. We're on slow mode right now. And there's still no way that I'm going to be able to get to every single comment. You try to read every single comment and do commentary on every single one to see what I'm dealing with. Brother, there's just no way. And I'm not trying to leave people who paid to be able to make a comment not get their money worth, bro. It's a respect thing. Rogue Waffle, first time catching you live. I disagreed with Charlie on a lot of things, but I respected him. Same, brother, same. And anyone involved with his death should get the wood chipper. I think every single one of them, bro. Every single one of them. 1,000%. Rambo Donkey said, we forgive, we will not forget, and you're allowed to take a knee, but that's between you and God. Fighters are done kneeling. Felt that, brother. Roadwork Daily, new to creating content and homeless. What's your advice on gaining subscribers and watchtowers? Other than that, get better. Any tricks I can try? Here's the thing, is you want to let people know within the first few seconds of your shorts why they should watch the rest. Because we all have ADHD these days with our screens. So you're swiping. You got a few seconds to catch somebody. So put your best foot forward. And honestly, as far as watch hours, lives go a long way, brother. Shorts will get you more subscribers. Lives go a long way. And just be consistent. A lot of people give up because they don't get it first thing. You got to stay with it, man. It's amazing, fun stuff to do, but you're never going to see real progress. The algorithms want consistency. So that's how you get it. That's how you get it. Raul said, just putting it out there, Michigan rep is trying to ban porn, but the representative Josh Shriver, who made it vote against marriage of people under 18 and to make gay marriage illegal. What a fucking schlep, bro. What a schlep. They're crazy for that, man. 710 Boulder. Have you seen about the owner of Twitch having to testify before Congress for the radicalization and the open calls to political violence on his platform? I hope they get people kicked like fucking Hassan. I know they already kicked Destiny off in 2022, but I hope they kick Hassan's ass off. Beetlejuice, never liked Kimmel, and after what happened to Kirk and watching you, I'm choosing to get sober. It shouldn't have taken this to get better, but it is what it is. Much love from Dallas, and I 1,000% agree with you. It never should have gotten this far, man. It never should have. Jebco, hey JD, I love your content. It's always a highlight of my day. You should check out Mr. Chippy Food that was busted in Southern Ontario a couple weeks ago. Holy shit. I'm going to screenshot that and check it out, brother. I appreciate you. All right, so Destiny is disgusting. Jay, I agree with you. So just I've seen a lot of people talking about it in the chat. Let me let you know that my brother Jason, the Alaskan Avenger, he did get a 2-week ban on YouTube. They're actually really coming after him, and they're doing it under the guise of child safety, which is the craziest shit because his entire channel is about child safety. He went to prison and was sentenced to 28 years and served 10 for trying to protect children. So the fact that YouTube is coming after him for child safety absolutely blows my mind. I know that he goes a little hard in some of his stories, but you know, it's crazy, man. Toyota Tom said Direct D sent me over. Big love to Direct D. He was actually in the chat tonight. So much respect for him. Wallace D said, hey JD, I'm not in recovery, but I love your content. I'm so glad you are out here for people. Keep fighting the good fight. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Alex said, JD's the coolest place to be on the internet. Agree? Thank you so much, Alex. I love you, brother. Well, you guys, I am going to jump off here and I'm going to get me some dinner. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here with us. Love you, America. And until the next one, y'all, be good or be good.